Hi YouTubers, it's with the something important, so it's great to be back to the now. So today's tobacco is a big ass cigar, so obviously not appropriate for children for the last damn time because of the bullshit. So bullshit is bullshit. So enough talking that kind of bullshit. So I want to talk basically right now. Is pipe and cigar third-hand smoke bad? Now, what is third-hand smoke? So obviously, first-hand smoke is when you directly smoke a pipe and cigar. You directly draw the smoke into your mouth and maybe into your lungs, that kind of shit. As in bullshit is bullshit. And then secondhand smoke or passive smoke or environmental tobacco smoke is when the the smoke is released into the atmosphere and somebody directly breathes it in, the actual physical smoke, the actual fucking smoke. But in terms of third-hand smoke, that is of any tobacco product, pipe, cigar, cigarette, hookah, vaping, that kind of shit, as in bullshit is bullshit, is basically the smell or the odor of the smoke. So, for example, smelling the odor of the smoke on somebody's clothes or somebody's jacket, nice big ass jacket like the big ass cigar, just being silly ass like the big ass cigar, or for example, smelling the odor of a room that was recently smoked in, but has no more residue of actual smoke. That's basically third-hand smoke. Now, is it bad for you? Now, having said that, obviously all tobacco products are fucking bad for you. I mean, I'm the first one to admit I have moderate health effects from smoking pipes and cigars, like a morning cough and also irritation in my mouth and throat. So obviously it's fucking bad for you. There's no denying that. But having said that, is just smelling on somebody's clothes, like somebody's jacket or somebody's socks, yeah, sweaty socks, big ass socks, is, smelling the odor of somebody's smoke on their clothes bad for you? And the answer is, unless you are a very, very young baby, this is just my personal opinion, like my asshole, everyone has one, and obviously I'm not a fucking doctor, I'm not a fucking doctor, so don't take this as professional medical advice. Unless you're a very young baby who's prone to, like, for example, asthma, or for example, if you're somebody who has life-threatening asthma yourself, then generally no. So generally, simply being around somebody and smelling the smoke of the odor of the smoke on somebody's clothes, not actually the physical smoke itself, the physical fucking smoke itself, but just smelling the odor on their clothes is generally not going to do you much damage. I mean, obviously the anti-tobacco zealots are going to say, like, oh, do you realize there's residue of, like, cyanide, residue of this, all this shit, as bullshit, but honestly, it's like simply just being around somebody and smelling somebody's stinky, smoky clothes is not going to do you much damage. I mean, you would have to be really fucking sensitive. I mean, you would have to be like a super, like, terrible asthma, like horrible asthma, like life-threatening asthma. And there are some people who have like life-threatening allergies and life-threatening asthma. I mean, look at the kids with like the peanut allergies, like the fucking peanut allergies. So, I mean, there are some kids who have like life-threatening asthma. So that's the shit that I'm getting into. Obviously, for your average Joe Schmo, it's not going to do you much damage. Anyway, that's just my personal opinion, like my asshole. You can personally disagree with me, and honestly, it's like, it may it may be wrong, and I mean, it may be wrong, but it's just my personal opinion. So anyway, obviously I'm not a doctor. I'm not a fucking doctor. So bye.